Rebooted. Bangernomics. Rebooted. Bangernomics. Rebooted. Bangernomics. Rebooted. Bangernomics. Rebooted. Bangernomics. Rebooted. Bangernomics.
Hello and welcome to another Bangertorial, and today we're going to talk about books. I'm always writing books, although because of editing magazines and stuff, I've been a bit busy the last few years, but I've sort of caught up with that, and I'm going to do some other things. And one of them is Bangernomics. There's the original book, which you could buy. That might be showing backwards, but there you go. That's fun. But there it was. It dates from 1993. No longer available in this format. It was published a long time ago, and didn't make me a fortune, but it was quite interesting. I borrowed somebody's Honda Accord there. It was very rusty, and there's my mate's Morris Marina at the time, which I drove quite often. Terrible car, and that was great, and people really liked it. But the publisher was fairly average. But lots of people have told me it sort of changed their lives, and that's been fantastic to hear. But you haven't been able to buy it in this format at all for a very long time. So what I decided to do was sort of repackage it. And I thought it'd be quite straightforward, really. I thought I'd just scan the pages in, but I ended up reformatting the whole thing, and it just went on for months and months and months. So that was quite a lot of last summer. In between doing real jobs, I used to muck about with this. So here we go. So it looks as though it's the same format. It's very deceiving. It's because Bangernomics is such a long word. But there it is. But if you were to open it like that, very disappointing. Although actually, that fits quite well, doesn't it? The underside one, that's a landscape. But no, it's a portrait book, and it's everything that was in the 1993 one, just restuck in there. I've written a slightly different introduction. You still got the original introduction, so it's the same book, which means it's of no use to you whatsoever, unless you get in a time machine and go back to 1993. But I think some people might find that quite amusing. And it's worth doing, and it sort of links me back to Bangernomics, because there are some people who sort of use Bangernomics, maybe in magazine sections possibly, without asking me, but I don't care, because I thought of Bangernomics and no one else did. So yeah, you can buy this online now. I'll probably put a link in the description. Actually, I can't remember. I think it might be $8.99, but the original was only $5.99 or $6.99, but that includes postage. And you can contact me directly when it comes to an e-version. Yeah, if you don't want to muck about with paper and you just want it on your Kindle or on your computer to read, you can get in contact with me, and it's like $1.99 or less. Might be $1.49. Might be hardly any money at all. So there you go. So if you thought you couldn't buy the original Bangernomics, you can get a sort of revised version, and maybe give it to an old friend who doesn't realise that everything in it is completely out of date. So there you go. So it's called Bangernomics Rebooted, because it is rebooted, and I quite like the idea of doing that. It sort of seems like a film title, and there you go. That's the first book I'm going to talk about. I was going to talk about another book, but I think I'll do a separate video on that because it's fairly important. Thank you very much for watching. Bangernomics Rebooted can be bought. Links in the description from bangernomics.com, and that online place where you can buy every book in the world. So I thank you very much indeed for watching. Have a very good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Rebooted. Bangernomics. Rebooted. Bangernomics. Rebooted. Bangernomics.